Alright guys, I'm back. Diecast Outcast. Today we're doing a 1950 Chevy. It's going to go from a 4-door taxi and we're going to convert it to a 2-door hot rod. I have no idea what brand casting this is. I got it at a flea market. The guy that had these actually had 2 of them, so I bought both of them just in case I needed parts, but I thought it would be a pretty cool idea to change this to a 2-door. I also thought the wheels were pretty cool. The white walls with the hubcaps. We're not going to use them on this build, but I've got an idea for a future build. So let's take it apart and see what we have to work with. It has screws in it already, so we don't have to drill and tap anything. It's held together by 2 Phillips head screws and a metal base. The body looks pretty good. It's got a lot of detail. We're going to have to drill the rivet to get the glass out. The interior is nice. It's an ivory color. Looks like the dash comes out. We probably won't do a whole lot to this, maybe a few little details here and there. And here's the wheels we're going to use on another project. The base is metal, and I like the bumpers on it, how they have all the extra detail. So I like putting everything, keeping it organized in a crayon box you can get for like $1 at Walmart. And let's get this glass out so we can concentrate on doing the body work. All we're doing here is popping the head off the rivet. The glass is nice and thick, but we're going to have to modify it later on. We'll pop this little taxi topper off at the top of it. Now we're going to throw this thing into the stripper. We'll see if the paint bubbles up. Looks like it's coming off nice and clean. I'm going to run it under some hot soapy water with a bristle brush. Looks like it worked pretty well. We've got a few little pieces here and there, but we'll scrape that out with a pick. Now, changing this from a 4-door to 2-door conversion, you notice that there's lines here, and then we've got the post up top. So we're going to have to fill that in. I think I'm going to cut the fender skirts off. Go ahead and grab the jeweler saw and cut the post off. That's the first step that I'm going to do. Now filing her down to smooth out any of the jagged metal that was left. Off screen, I cut and filed the fender skirts out. I started out using the Bondo red putty to get rid of the lines after I'd used the jeweler saw to bring the door line back a little bit. However, I did struggle with this a lot, and I ended up painting the car probably 6 or 7 times, and every time I had to redo the body work, so I ended up actually going with JB Weld. But this gave me a chance to try out my kitty cat file. It worked really well. With some of the body work done and the primer, you can see the difference between the 4-door and the 2-door. More sanding, more primering, more putty. It's a never-ending process. Looking for wheels for this thing, and you know me, I absolutely love Kragers. I also hate Plymouth Prowlers, so this was an extra satisfying event for me. And I had to do some body work with the JB Weld. Jim Silva, if you're watching, this one's for you, buddy. Getting a little closer, put some high build primer on it now to get rid of some of the scratch lines and marks. Prepping for paint, primered it with some Rust-Oleum flat black rattle can. And yes, this was flat black. It was just painted, so it hasn't dried yet. One of my favorite colors for a hot rod is purple, so we're going to custom mix our own purple using these different Createx colors. Got her painted up and then hit it with about 5 coats of 2K urethane automotive clear and did the details beforehand so they're sucked in with it. Now we'll take the jeweler saw and carefully customize this glass to make it work. File the edges down to make them smooth. We'll do a couple little touches to the interior to make it look a little better, make it stand out a little bit. So we're going to touch up the gauges with some silver, and then we're going to paint the steering wheel gold. And now we're going to take a push pin and make a shifter out of it. And here's all of our pieces. We've got the body, turned out really good. We've got the interior with the shifter. Didn't do anything to the base, it looks good as it sits. Then we've got those Krager wheels. So we're gonna put this thing together, then throw it up on a rotisserie so you can see it in better lighting. And remember, if you like what you're seeing, hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, send me a comment, let me know what you thought about it. This is one of my favorite builds so far. I like the color, I like how it turned out. I like the changing it from 4-door to 2-door. I just really like this car. And here she is, all finished up. Nice beautiful purple, sweet wheels, cut out fenders. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Here's a little comparison of both bodies.